Nina Special Place presents Head to Head High School Challenge, brought to you by McDonald's. Nobody can do it like McDonald's can. This week's contestants are from Jordan High School and Pacelli High School, both of Columbus. And now, the host of Head to Head, Steve Beverly.
Thank you, players, and thank you, audience, and thank you, John Drew, and welcome once again to Head, where we try to find out every week if three heads are better than one as we continue our search for the first high school Challenge Cup champion. Let's meet our players and coaches for tonight's quarterfinal matchup on Head to Head. Introducing first for the Jordan High Red Jackets, the coach of the team, Francis Prescott. And playing this week, they're all seniors from Jordan High. First, the editor of the Red Jacket Yearbook, Teresa Holland. The captain of the team, the editor of the Carmen and Gray, Scott Boren. And who's listed in Who's Who among American high school students, Allison Reeder, Jordan High. And playing this week for Pacelli High School from here in Columbus, let's meet the team. We have two juniors and a senior this week. First, the juniors, Mike Bowling, and the captain of the team, also a junior, Jim Cavicula, and the senior on the team, the veteran here, John Britton, and the coach of the Pacelli Vikings, Sister Mary Grazia Pacelli. We play several rounds of questioning each week on Head to Head, and our questions are research developed and verified by the curriculum and secondary education staffs of the Muskogee County School District. And this week, acting as our judge, as she has so many weeks previously here on Head to Head, from the school district, Dr. Katrina Yielding. Dr. Yielding. Our first round of questioning on Head to Head is called the Minute Quiz, and we'll be back to play it right after this timeout. This is a quarterfinal match on Head to Head. We are down now to our final 7 teams on the program. The winner tonight will come back on May the 16th to take on Stewart Quitman High School from Lumpkin, Georgia. That'll be in the semifinals. And the winning school at the end of the tournament on May the 30th receives $500 from McDonald's and the beautiful High School Challenge Cup. Before tonight's program, we flipped a coin between the two schools to decide who was going to go first. Jordan, you won the toss. Now, our first round, as I say, is the Minute Quiz. And it goes something like this. You'll have 5 points apiece for every correct answer you come up with. 60 seconds to answer up to 7 questions. If you don't know one, don't stammer over it a long time. Just say pass. We'll come back to it if we do have time during your 60 seconds. Get them all 7. Go 7 for 7, and you'll get 50 points grand total. So, Captain Scott Boren, which packet would you like, A or B?
Packet B.
Packet B. Now, remember, your time will start as soon as I complete your first question. To both teams, we wish you much good luck tonight. And with your Packet B questions, we start with this one. What was the name of the first Russian manned space project?
Pass.
What yellow and red paint pigments are mixed? What color? When yellow and red paint pigments are mixed, what color is produced?
Orange.
Correct. President Andrew Johnson was a governor of what state?
Pass.
In what national park do we find the world's largest known caves?
Pass.
Name the hormone concerned with the metabolism of sugar.
Pass.
Quito is the capital of what South American country?
Ecuador.
Correct. Name the acid present in liquid household bleach.
Pass.
Going back, what was the name of the first Russian manned space project?
Pass.
President Andrew Johnson was a governor of what state?
Tennessee.
Correct. In what national park do we find the world's largest known caves?
Yellowstone.
Incorrect. Name the hormone concerned with the metabolism of sugar.
An enzyme?
Incorrect. Name the acid present in liquid household bleach.
Ammonia.
And that's the end. What was your answer?
Ammonia.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. That's the end of your round. 3 correct answers, 15 points for Jordan High. Let me come back to your passes and your misses. The name of the first Russian manned space project that the national park that we find the world's largest known caves, Carlsbad Caverns National Park. Now, going on, the hormone that's concerned with the metabolism of sugar, insulin. Insulin is the correct answer. And the acid that is present in liquid household bleach, hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric. Okay, 15 points in your round. We turn now to Pacelli. Same rules apply for you, and so players, here we go with this question. What was the name of the U.S. space project which eventually landed a man on the moon?
Apollo.
Correct. When blue and yellow paint pigments are mixed, what color is produced?
Green.
Correct. President Franklin Roosevelt was the governor of what state?
New York.
Correct. In what national park is the world's greatest geyser area located?
Yellowstone.
Correct. Name the condition in which high blood sugar occurs along with sugar in the urine.
Diabetes.
Correct. Caracas is the capital of what South American country?
Venezuela.
Correct. Name the acid present in car batteries.
Sulfuric.
That's right. 7 for 50 points for Pacelli. You got them all, so the score at the end of our first round on head-to-head is Pacelli 50 and Jordan 15, but the point value is double and the scores can really change. Jordan, you're down by 35 points at this point. You'll have the first choice of packets, and the second-minute quiz goes like this. You'll have 60 seconds to come up with 7 correct answers. The point value doubles 10 points apiece. Get them all 7 like they just did, and you'll pick up 100 points. So which packet this time, A or B?
Take A.
Take A. You're going to try your luck on the other one this time. Your time will start as soon as I complete this question in packet A. The flag of what organization features a map of the world flanked by 2 olive branches?
United Nations.
Correct. What does the acronym NATO stand for?
Pass.
Pass.
What man wrote the novels Exodus and Battle Cry?
Pass.
What does the chemical symbol PB stand for?
Lead.
Correct. What state is called the mother of presidents?
Pass.
What is the name of the largest mountain range in Asia?
The Himalayas.
I heard the pass first. Which blood vessels carry blood away from the heart? Away from the heart.
Pass.
Going back, what does the acronym NATO stand for?
North Atlantic Treaty Organization.
Correct. What man wrote the novels Exodus and Battle Cry?
Pass.
What state is called the mother of presidents?
Virginia.
Virginia.
Correct. What is the name of the largest mountain range in Asia?
Himalayas.
Correct. Going back, what man wrote the novels Exodus and Battle Cry?
Pass.
Which blood vessels carry blood away from the heart?
Arteries.
Correct. Going back, what man wrote the novels Exodus and Battle Cry?
Party.
I'm sorry, the correct answer, Leon Uris. But you got 6 correct answers, 60 points, and you're back on top in the game, Jordan High. That 60 points makes the score 75 to 50. You're down by 25, Pacelli. Point value doubles for you as well. Let's see what's in store for you in packet B. Here we go. What country is called the land of the rising sun? Its flag is a red sun on a white field.
Japan.
Correct. What does the acronym CETO stand for?
Southeast Asia Treaty Organization.
Correct. What man wrote Hawaii and the Covenant?
James Michener.
Correct. What does the chemical symbol AG stand for?
Pass.
Which state is known as the Garden State?
New Jersey.
Correct. What is the name of the largest mountain range in South America?
Pass.
Name the smallest blood vessels.
Capillaries.
Correct. Going back, what does the chemical symbol AG stand for? Correct. What is the name of the largest mountain range in South America?
Andes.
Right you are. 7 for 100 points. So, the score at the end of our minute quiz here, our second minute quiz, it's Pacelli High 150 and Jordan 75, and we'll be back to play our next round, which is called one-on-one, right after this message.
Chris is my very best friend in the whole world. We're exactly alike. We both have trouble with math. What's the square root of 164? We both love horses. And we both hate our hair. Yeah. We even like the same guy, and then we found out he likes Marshall Wilk. Marshall Wilk?
Nobody's closer. You're two of a kind. With a smile she tells you she knows what's on your mind. Best friends are for sharing all the things that you love. McDonald shares the good times with you. No one sees the world like you do.
Best thing about Chrissy is she's my best friend.
Here's to the two of you.
In one-on-one, our players have a chance to individually shine. They'll have 10 seconds to answer one question each. It'll be 25 points for every correct answer. And players, I might urge you, particularly if it's a multiple-choice question, I urge you to write down the choices as we go along and use your notes and pads as you will. Our score is 150 for Pacelli, 75 for Jordan. You're down by 75 at this point, so Captain Scott Bourne, I'm going to ask you to pick envelope A or B in one-on-one.
B.
B. All right, we will go from left to right, which means we will begin with Teresa Holland. So, Teresa, 10 seconds for you on this question. It is multiple choice. In economic terms, which of the following would be considered a transfer payment? And I'll try to read the choices slowly. Social Security benefits, overtime wages, consumer purchases, or installment loan payments. 10 seconds. Your answer, please.
And installment loan payment.
I'm sorry, it's Social Security benefits. Social Security benefits. Let's move on over to Scott Boren. Scott, yours is multiple choice. Which of the following is a chemical property of matter? Malleable, ductile, soluble, or tarnishable? 10 seconds. Your answer?
Soluble.
I'm sorry, the answer, tarnishable. Tarnishable. All right, let's move on to Allison Reeder. Allison, select the word in the following list of words which does not belong to the group of synonyms. So we'll give you a choice of 5, and you pick out the one that doesn't belong. The words are rapacious, voracious, austere, indulgent, and gluttonous. 10 seconds. Your answer?
Austere.
That's right, for 25 points. And that brings you up to 100 points at the end of one-on-one. And now let's move over to Bocelli and start with Mike Bowling. Mike, you'll have 10 seconds to come up with the correct answer on this one. Which of the following terms do economists use to identify the income which we have available for consumption, spending, or saving? Is it personal income, disposable income, fixed income, or extended income? 10 seconds. Your answer?
Disposable income.
Disposable is right for 25 points. And now let's move on over to Jim Cavicula. Jim, which of the following is an example of a chemical change? A choice of 4. The melting of wax, the evaporation of gasoline, the souring of milk, or the sawing of wood. 10 seconds. Your answer?
Souring of milk.
Souring of milk is right for 25 points. Now, John Britton, select the word in the following list of words which does not belong to the group of synonyms. I give you 5, and you pick the one that does not belong. Genteel, civil, polished, common, and refined. 10 seconds. Your answer?
Common.
Common is right for 25 points. So you sweep your one-on-one round, and the score at the end of one-on-one is Pacelli 225, Jordan High 100. And it's time now to come on over and meet our teams this week and find out what's going on at both of our respective schools. And it's good to have you back this week, Jordan High. So I first want to talk to Teresa Holland this week. You're the editor of the Red Jacket Yearbook. Now, I want to know if it's changed since I was in high school. What goes into the production of a yearbook? How many people do you have, and how long do you have to work on it during a school year?
Well, we start on it this spring before, and we make up a planning ladder, and choose a theme for the book and start the design. We have about 15 or so staff members, and we assign them their positions on it. And then we work on it some over the summer through seminars and such, and then we work all through the school year till, well, we got it off about a month ago.
Do you still dedicate the yearbooks to a single individual?
Sometimes we do.
Are you doing that this year at Jordan High?
No.
You're just enjoying the joy of a yearbook. Well, Jordan High Red Jacket fans in the audience, I know you got to be proud of this entire team for what they've done so far. How about it? I thought so. Coming on over to meet with Pacelli, and I want to talk with the senior on the team, John Britton. John, last weekend, I believe you were involved very heavily in the big math tournament out at Kendrick High. What was involved, and exactly what kind of competition did you go through?
Well, there's about 13 schools that were out there, and they divided them up, each school up in different teams. And first you go in the morning, and you take a test, a written test. It's 90 minutes, and it's 45 questions. You get graded on that, and then you go to lunch, and then you come back in the afternoon, and they have a ciphering contest where they ask you questions. You have to answer them in like 10 seconds.
A little more like head-to-head there.
Kind of. And then they rate you on points obtained by the best 4 scores of your team, and then the points for each ciphering contest, because you have 2 people on a team in a ciphering contest. And
Who
you get
won?
certain points. And the team that won, we won Division II. Our school got first place.
Congratulations.
And then Manchester got second place. And then for the Division I, which is the bigger schools, Brookstone, well, actually they're in our division, but they moved into that one because they do pretty well in math.
Well,
and they got first place, and then
congratulations to you on winning your division, and I think all the Vikings fans have to be very proud of that as well, aren't you? Now, we won't be able to actually show you our brackets this week, but I want to be able to tell you who's going to play the rest of the way out on head-to-head. Now, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong on that on the brackets, but nevertheless, we are in the quarterfinals. Last week, Stuart Quitman was our first quarterfinal winner. Now, tonight's winner will take on Stuart Quitman in the first semifinal match, which will be on May the 16th. Now, our last 2 quarterfinal matches, next week and the week after. April 25th, Hardaway takes on Auburn. May the 2nd will be Columbus High against Opelika. Our championship match will be on May the 30th, and as I've told you several times throughout this tournament, our winning school will receive $500 in cash from McDonald's that will be paid directly to that school system. And, of course, the beautiful High School Challenge Cup, and I think those trophies that are coming along are very beautiful. So, audience and players, what do you say we play the 3rd degree? How about it, audience? And in the 3rd degree, it works just like this. Our players will have a choice of 3 different kinds of questions, either a 50-point, 100, or 200-point question. Inside the 50-point question, there is a single question inside. 100 points, there are 2 questions inside, and for 200 points, there are 3 questions. The only catch is, players, you'll have 30 seconds to come up with the correct answer. You may now discuss the answers among yourselves, use your pads, whatever you need to do. But just remember, if you pick a multi-part question, you've got to get it all right to get the points. Jordan, at this point in time, you're down by 125 points. Which packet would you like? Point value first.
200 points.
And packet B. Packet B for 200 points. There will be 3 questions inside. You'll have 30 seconds. I urge you to use your notes along the way. Here we go. The first one. Some states have laws that forbid non-essential businesses from opening on Sunday. What do we call these laws? The second question. What is the slope of the line for this equation? Y equals 3x plus 4. Your third question. Identify the scientist credited with the theory of the Earth-centered universe, which has not stood the test of time. You have 30 seconds. Good luck. First off, Some states have laws that forbid non-essential businesses from opening on Sunday. What are these laws called?
Blue laws.
Blue laws is correct. Now, what is the slope of the line for the equation y equals 3x plus 4?
3.
3 is correct. Now, the scientist credited with the theory of the Earth-centered universe, which has not stood the test of time.
Copernicus.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Ptolemy. Ptolemy was the correct answer. 2 out of 3, and that's the way you play it. You got to get them all to get the points, but a great try. Pacelli, you're on top by 125. Now, your choice of point values.
Go with the 100 point.
100 points, and which packet?
A.
A, okay. Urge you once again to speak up into the microphone so we can hear. You'll have 2 questions inside 30 seconds to come up with the answer. Here we go. First, arrange the following 3 events in United States history in order, from the earliest to the latest. The 3 events are the Cross of Gold speech, the first flight of the Wright brothers, and the Homestead Lockout. Your second question. The element with the atomic number 8 is likely to have properties similar to the element with which of the following numbers? 12, 16, or 18? You have 30 seconds. Good luck. Arrange the 3 events in U.S. history in the order from earliest to the latest. Call them off one at a time.
You mean the Homestead Lockout,
That's correct.
the first flight of the Wright brothers, then the Cross of Gold.
I'm sorry, you had the 2 inverted. The Homestead Lockout was 1892, the Cross of Gold speech 1896, and the first flight of the Wright brothers 1903. So you had them inverted. What was the answer to the second question on the atomic number 8?
18.
The answer was 16. 16 on that. So, third degree proving to be tough this week. Our score at the end of the third degree is Pacelli 225, Jordan 100. Both teams could still win on the final exam right after this. Time for that all-important final exam question for both teams tonight. Our score again, Pacelli 225 and Jordan 100. But both teams could win because the point values range from 100 to 500 here on the final exam. Players, it does get tougher as the point values get higher. You will have 30 seconds to come up with the correct answer. You may talk it over just like you did in the third degree. Remember, strategy is all important here. Jordan, you are down by 125 points. I ask you first to pick a point value, Captain.
400 points.
400 points. Packet A or B?
B.
B. I'll hand it to you, win or lose. You're a gambler, and you're going to give it a good shot here. If you get this right, you will have 500 points on the night, and we will come to Pacelli. For 400 points, in one novel, Sinclair Lewis tells of the career of a young Midwestern doctor and his struggles to serve the cause of scientific research in spite of ignorance and corruption in society. Name this young doctor. You have 30 seconds. Good luck. The novel, Sinclair Lewis, tells of the career of a young Midwestern doctor and his struggles to serve the cause of scientific research in spite of ignorance and corruption in society. Name this young doctor.
Was that Babbitt?
I'm sorry, Arrowsmith. Arrowsmith was the correct answer. With 225 points on the night, that means that our champions in this quarterfinal round is Pacelli High. And I must tell you, Jordan, that was an awfully good try, and it was an awfully difficult question there, but you at least gave a shot to it on 400 points there. So that means now for you, Pacelli, you will be returning to our program on May the 16th to take on last week's winner, which was Stewart Quitman High of Lumpkin, Georgia. The winner of that one will be in the finals on May the 30th. And let me tell both teams, and we've had you here previously, until tonight you've been the two highest scoring teams so far in this program. You got an awful lot to be proud of. You've reflected great academic knowledge and credit upon your schools, your teachers, and community, and WTVM is proud to have had both teams on the program tonight. Now, I want to go over once again the teams that will be playing on our coming week's programs. On April the 25th, next Saturday night, we'll have Hardaway taking on Auburn, another quarterfinal match. May the 2nd, Columbus High will be taking on Opelika. And then, of course, we'll have 1 week break in between for the Indianapolis 500 trials in this time period. And then on May the 16th, Pacelli High, our winner tonight, will come back to take on Stewart Quitman. And our final semifinal match will be May the 23rd. Our championship round, May the 30th. The winning school receiving $500 from McDonald's and the first WTVM High School Challenge Cup. I've enjoyed being with you this week, and so until next week, this is Steve Beverly saying, come go head-to-head with us again next week. Good night, everybody.
Head-to-Head has been brought to you by McDonald's. Nobody can do it like McDonald's can. This has been a studio presentation of WTVM.
That's the only novel I can do.
I kept saying
Big test. I would have got it. I knew it. I probably would have got it.